Hello! United versus Rogue is coming up. I'm going to ignore that. Cobblestone and Nuke are going to be the maps. Two nice and slow maps.
Dead maps.
It's okay, James. You can shout because there's this thing called a compressor, and so it makes sure that you can whisper or shout, and it's always
All
the
the
same
same
volume. Yeah.
I just ate some cake. One of our
What kind?
staff members, I don't know, cake. One
Not
of our
all
staff
cakes are the
members made
same.
some cake, homemade cake, with fruit on top. Apparently we had an issue with the leaderboard, but now the leaderboard has been updated. So whatever we didn't see before, this is what we see now.
Okay.
Okay, so Cloud9's stats were incorrect.
The top three is pretty not solidified, actually.
Top
I mean,
two, let's
top two,
say.
yeah, because United. So it looks like Liquid, Renegades, United. They both got United, Liquid have two maps left that they both can play, and both come up to fourth. And United could lose out or win out, and then actually get LAN off of this series right here. This is very important.
NRG on the throne, man. The throne of swords, the Iron Throne.
United, it's so difficult for them because they are in Europe at the moment, as I understand it, because they had to go and play some
Relegation
LAN thing for some other tournament. But they're in such a good spot, and it would be really interesting to see them on LAN and really cool. And they are against one of the one of the weakest teams in the league at the moment. So there's so much potential for them to do it, but maybe the Europe thing will be too much to ask. Only time will tell. So far, so good for the pistol.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. there. They're powered by Nando's. Let's see if they can. There's chicken there as well. Running a sword. Interesting. GMD can't quite land the shots. Unfortunately, 6 struggling as well. And United.
we get a ping check.
They've got themselves. Well, everyone has 130.
130.
Yeah.
Nice.
130. Not making it up. I checked earlier. And, I have to say that people tend to make things up on this show. So
Who would just go on the internet and lie?
it's an epidemic. Sick trying as he might, but he's running out of bullets. 10 bullets left. Now he's dead. United. Round 1.
One.
And now Rogue. Do they force buy? Do they not force buy? What do they do? You want nades on that first buy round, so don't go too ham. What did I say?
Almost never.
What did I say?
0.
Okay, never mind.
Almost.
We'll see if it works out. 4 Mac 10s. I respect that. I respect the hell out of this.
Ooh, they're looking. I think this is partly because of their ping issue, the moving accuracy. Will we see the smoke grenade on the long A area on the CT side of it? No, we still don't see that we see from Luminosity. Look at that, man. It's very, very useful indeed. Good for containment. So they're trying to play to the best of their ability with what they have. I like this attention to detail, this self-awareness. This is why it would be cool to see them make LAN.
Nico, ooh, gets taken down by Dapper. One thing as well is that they had, obviously the SK game went on with Liquid went on for quite some time, and so obviously they're waiting. So they would have had ample time to try to deathmatch on this ping and try to get used to it. So that could potentially help a little bit.
Well, the problem with that is, if you're deathmatching on an American server, on most good servers, you're going to get kicked because of your ping.
Yeah.
With
So
130.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you're going to have success with that. Absolutely, yeah.
Why?
So
You
other
have a
people
better
don't have to play
experience
against
for everybody who's
people
on the
with
server.
30.
It's not 130 is not that bad.
Yes, it is.
If
think
there's a
I
stable
think-
connection, then what's wrong with it?
If
I
it's
think
my
130
deathmatch server,
I think 130 is pretty bad.
they're getting kicked.
I think you could play. They're obviously playing right now, but
It sucks playing on 70 ping.
But I think it's also unfun
Never
to
mind
play
130.
against people who have 130 ping as well.
Like when I play in the central hub, I have like 60, 70 ping because I'm in LA.
You get
If I
kicked
play in LA hub, I have like 5 ping. But
You can't play on executes or retakes with even 115 or something.
I mean, like the backwards reconciliation is not that bad, and it's only deathmatch. But your server, you can do whatever you want with it, so it's fine.
you just don't need
Probably-
you just don't need that in your life.
Yeah, you could probably find a service closer to you.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes there's no reason to have people
if
with
it
such a high ping on your server.
If it was only a personal thing, I would understand, but I don't think it's fun to play against people who are on high ping as well.
I know Brutal CS deathmatch servers, for example, the Swedish servers. They have, I don't know, like, I think the cutoff is like 90 or something.
Yeah, I think that's when the backwards reconciliation sort of adjustment tends to get, like, that's where the,
threat starts to start.
Yeah, it's like the point where you may start to notice that you're getting shot from behind a wall, or vice versa. So far, so good here for United. They really need these good starts.
I would imagine we're going to see a lot of rushes into B from United. I would expect Rogue to anticipate such a play. I think the sheer number of MAC-10s they purchased in these rounds will be quite telling to that as well.
T side will be a lot easier for them. On ZG side, they basically just need to play a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah,
just don't want to get peaked.
Need their Molotovs on point.
So this is the team. Rogue was a team who kept them out of Pro League last season at the relegation tournament. They beat them in best of 3 and kept their spot. So now they actually could keep them out of LAN at ECS.
Ooh, dapper. Will they have the sound cues? Seems they will. GMD from the drop zone, putting stop to that. And the question is, can United capitalize on the players towards the B bomb site? There are 2 people here now towards A, and Hiko's trying to clean up. So far, so good for Rogue. 4 versus 2. Ace and Dazzle remain. Nice from Dazzle. They still have control of the bomb. But I think they know where both players are. One player was firing an AK, one player was firing an M4. And there is a flank coming in from Cadian. And it's interesting again, does Cadian just go for containment now? Because his other 2 players are ahead of him. So does he need to flank all the way? Probably not, but as they come out of the door, he is ready to engage. And now he falls back to a safer position. So Ace will try to catch the A players on the rotation, but they're all static at this point. They don't want to give the round away for no reason. 35 seconds left on the clock, and moving further and further away from the bomb. Not really finding much of anything, Ace. He is doomed, surely. Some sound cues being given away. Cadian making his way back now. Maybe no time to run towards B to try and plant the bomb. And there is the first round on the board for Rogue.
Enough money to buy and drop. Everyone's got what they need. Usually the A defense is easy to take down, push back to get the round started, but Rogue put up a good fight. Won't be falling back on an op either, instead just the UMP, an AK from the last, and everybody else on the rifle as well. This could sting.
Chunks. So again, we've got the fast play peeking before the flashbang goes off. We'll see if they turn that into a mix-up later on. Ace, the only person in the drop for the time being. And they have pulled the CTs away from the plateau towards the connector area, and they may think that more people are in this drop zone. The bomb's still passive towards the A site. Relics keeping an eye on things over there. Rogue not overextending. Spotting Cadian, but not really equipped for the job. Cadian with 45 HP now, and more people will take the place of the fallen Ace in the drop. 1 minute on the clock, and the bomb is heading towards A.
Good position to play from. Good time as well. Now, do Rogue find any information, or do they just settle with this? Players on A in a decent setup. United though about to pincer. Scorpion pincer straight in there. There goes Vice. And there's one behind the fence. He emerges, much to the surprise of Relics. And Musa goes down as well. Eco doing great damage, eventually sprayed through the wooden fence. But that's a lot of time that's been bought for the teammates of Hiko to get into position. And the bomb has to be collected. Gotta go get the bomb! Oh my god, there's... Oh, is it gonna get sprayed across? No. Plant will come in. Oh, he's going to die. Ooh. Oh, he got the bomb down just in time. That's actually really, really important. But interestingly, if you look at the mini map, at the point in which you have 2 players coming out of the middle position, around the pillar, and you've got the players setting up to push onto the side, that looks like the round should kind of just be won at that point. What happened, Launders? What went wrong?
That was a That was close. I mean,
like,
he got off the cross.
He could did so much damage from defense.
Lucky enough.
He
to get
bought
a ball.
time as well. He bought time to allow his CTs to get position to win the round as the bomb was planted, which is also a significant factor. 2-3, the early success of United seems a ghost now. You do wonder if the rest of the game will go like this. Only time will tell. They've got to find a way to use their numbers wisely if they can. Made a few different attempts. Cadian.
Oh,
That is cheeky. Running out of bullets for the third kill, but he's seen almost everyone. Now what do they do?
I think Relic stood up from his computer or something. It looked like he just sat down again and grabbed his guns.
Oh, there's a chance now. Did they go A? Did they go B? It's like, I think A is probably a better argument. They're trying to make their way across there, but oh, it's all a bit awkward here for United. There's no great option for them, honestly. They do have a minute to play with. That's the only thing that's really going to help, but Hiko has a really good position. They don't have the weaponry to deal with this, and that's 3-3.
GMD has been playing drop. Remember how he's playing drop last time, like right under the window, and they couldn't kill him? Cloud9, they kept sending people down to kill him. United have killed him without him getting a kill, like almost 3 times in a row, and he sat in the exact same spot still. So I think he's maybe getting a little bit one-dimensional with that. I think it's an angle he found that's really good at, and but he's kind of underestimating the utility that people can use when he's sitting out in the open like that. So hopefully he moves. You want to have kind of 3 different ways to play each part of the map so that you can switch it up throughout the half.
So there's the smoke towards long that we were talking about previously, and that has drawn the third player to this direction. Maybe not what they were expecting, but what do they do now, United? The bomb is still lurking behind, and the CTs are feeling more confident, getting more aggressive. If Ace gets picked off here, that might be the round, but Rogue will choose to fall back. No need to overextend.
May try to walk into B. Perhaps Ace can be the one to try to get the pick, but I think it's moves in front of him. Yeah, Sick looks to be controlling the situation nicely here. Not sure there's all that much that can be done. Oh, there goes the bomb. Would not advise throwing HE grenades onto C4 explosives, but it'll work out for Rogue. 4-3. As they look fairly comfortable now, they've settled into somewhat of a groove, and United seem to be able to get to some of the mid-round positions, but then unable to close at the moment. See ya.
Yeah, Rogue doing a good job testing each part of the map as the round unfolds. 3 smokes, flash on Relics as well. But everybody with pistols from United.
Waiting for smoke to go. There's a flash. HE from Sick. But there we are beyond it for the most part, spreading all over the site like the Zerg army. Cadian not quite hitting the mark there, but GMD is here for the cleanup operation. He's going to get his bell rung as well. Not sure where the bullets are coming from. Moose with an AWP kill makes it 2-on-2, and now it's down to Moose. Ooh, GMD, be careful, sir. Convinced someone's coming from Plateau, but they're not. Do they know where Moose is?
I think they do know where he is, but the big minute Moose can just really wait.
Oh, he was close. He was close. Maybe he even clicked on his end of the internet.
That's true.
Guimond able to get the... Would it be a silent D on Guimond? Because he's, I guess, like French-Canadian.
Well, he's not. Then he's like a Digimon.
Sorry?
Then he's just a digital monster.
Guimond?
Guimond.
Into B. Let's go. Hey. Ho. T2 position will be dealt with somewhat easily. Trades here, favorable for United. Finally looking quite good on one of their pushes. 4v3 after plant on the B side, very ideal. Fire's making a lot of noise. There comes the... Oh, I don't know where that flash came from, but that should have been Dazzle's frag. And now the retake is potentially on here. Most of the Ts are clustered around the broken wall and plateau positions. They will be eliminated though, one by one.
Oh dear.
Guimont.
Bullet in the bum.
And that's no fun.
Making his exit with all of 5 HP. Round number 4 finally comes in for E United. Well then, can they get some momentum going for them? That's a question. Can they break the money of Rogue and get those Mac 10s going again? This will be a key round with which to find that out. Mac 10 onto Dazzle, perhaps he'll go towards the drop. Sniper rifle for both sides. Smoke grenades in towards the B-bomb site. Is it a wall? Looks like one. Fast play from United looking to break. Do the CTs go in front of the smoke? Cadian does on his own. Does he have the angle? He does for Dazzle. Nice flick from him. And that's another one onto Moose. Cadian delivering as he often does. Wallbang from Ace around the statue. Sick playing in a gap in the smoke. The Dapper will go down for free. 2 versus 4. This has not been successful for E United. They really need this round.
Alex doing the dance around the pillar of the statue. And Ace now is stuck alone. He'll be eliminated as well. The problem with the fast B rounds is that there is a degree of variance, and it can't be your only tool. If it's well placed, it is good, but obviously, as we stated, United may favor it due to the P situation. Good shots by Cadian though, and that is part of the variance. Sometimes the AWPer hits the first shot, sometimes they die immediately.
Yeah,
so.
There's a big difference in the rounds won and lost between if the AWPer hits his first shot on Cobble, because not peeking the same angle just allows so many more people in the next few seconds out.
Boom. What to do now, United? That was a strong opportunity for them that previous round. It's come, it's gone. Relics with one of the 2 AK-47s. GMD with a very nasty angle. Almost gets there, Relics, but not quite. GMD holding things down. That's the AK irretrievable. Now the numbers game comes in. Ace with the human shield in front of him. He's carrying the bomb. He's got the AK. Yeah, baited up here from Rogue, but they get caught out repositioning. He goes sprays all over the place, but he manages to kill Dazzle. The rest of his team cleaning up as well, and this might be the story of E United today. Rolling down the hill face first.
That would be a sad way to end it.
Such is life.
Such is life.
C'est la vie. So perhaps another fast round from them. Yeah, really rough situation. But I mean, they did so well this season. There's so much to build on as well. Although I don't want to talk like it's over. It's most certainly not.
You're talking like it's over, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
It's most certainly not. Challenge to the drop zone. Guimont will meet it with open arms. Give me those frags. Give me. As greedy for frags as the Cookie Monster is for cookies. And we'll see 8-4 for Rogue. United's, do they have anything else in their playbook for their current situation? Maybe they should just be playing regularly. Do you think that's what they're attempting to do, or do you think they are really overcompensating?
I'm sure they're unhappy, and so they're probably doing things out of just like, you know, well, whatever, we're gonna have to do this. But yeah. I think that can work on Cobble. It's simple enough.
Yeah, it's definitely a grim reality though if you have a bad T side on this map, but we'll see how things turn out. And Stazzle's created in interesting spot, honestly. This is a very weird position at 1 minute 20 to find yourself by the APC and CT spawn. But eventually Rogue will clean everything up and United will go back to the drawing board and back to the, well, back to the pistol buys.
Oof. Rogue seem very aware of what they need to do to stop this.
Yeah, they probably think, if we were United, what would we be doing? Yeah. Funneling, rushing, trying to use the numbers advantage. Have United, though, got enough for their CT side? Even though we thought theoretically the T side would be easier, maybe the opposite is true. Oh dear. Flashbang hits one of the players. And here they come with the numbers game once again. Eventually get evidence for the one kill. A familiar story for United in the first half of Cobblestone.
I would honestly still be worried about them if they got 11 rounds on T side. T side, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder. But it does depend how they play it. I mean, technically you get the same move speed, you know, like you can go and do the same thing as the terrorist. You just don't feel like you'd be doing the smart thing. But maybe you would be in this situation. So it's going to depend how they look at it, how crazy they want to get.
And unfortunately, Cadian seems to be very on point so far. That's definitely not a fun thing to be up against. I mean, Cadian, I feel like Cadian's highs are really high, but he has some low lows. But we've seen a lot of his highs recently, which is really good. So maybe he's just getting a bit more consistent. And I know that for a long time as well, he was trying to find a team where he could be the AWPer. The numero uno. AWPer aficionado, connoisseur. Extraordinaire. A virtuoso of the AWP. And a very fast push the trade game played by the United side, but Cadian once again back at it. 3k now for him with the AWP. Ace unable to return. And GMD, he'll return one straight to his face. 11-4 is the score.
That was nice. Slim pickings, well, easy pickings afterwards. All good. Slim pickings for United, though.
Yeah.
Considering they won the pistol, they need to win this one as well. But they are at the mercy of their opponent, who will look to impose their will.
Mercy.
Maybe they'll give them a taste of their own 5-man push medicine.
Medicine.
Hiko has a smoke grenade, presumably for the door. Crossfire for the CTs. Rotating towards the balcony position, which means Relix is on his own. Sean Picking trying to keep an eye on things. Very patient shots, and that was the lady advancement of the bomb, but he will go down. And look at that. Talk about a flurry of kills, almost all exclusively from Sick. He's got somewhere to be.
Nuts.
Lovely.
Fantastic. All headshots. Kind of. There's a headshot in there. It counted for something.
So, good start from Rogue. Just have to deal with the CZs. Where do they go? What do they do?
Pull off smoke. B. Long flash.
So, default here from Rogue. Looking at long. 3 players towards A, spamming, creating presence, creating opportunities. And they're just waiting. We know you guys are desperate. So how desperate are you going to be? And we want to catch it if you go for that push. But alas, for Rogue they will not. And so Rogue, around the 1 minute mark, it's time to get the skates on. Time to push.
Hello.
Hello.
Showing some presence towards A, while the stack is towards the B bomb site. What are around these corners? Ask Rogue. And it seems they are Oh no, never mind. Okay, Sync is rotating away. Have they made the right read here? The rotation is starting to come in, but it will be late for the most part. Dazzle only now making it towards the door from Connector. Oh, Dapper, has he played this well? Not well enough, unfortunately.
It's definitely looking rough, but that's to be expected to a certain degree. Although no economic damage is a sad shame.
Pretty standard set of affairs. Just hold for pushes. Don't see a push. Pick a site. Group up. Hit it hard. Enough time to go, and no reason, according to their playbook, to go early because United didn't give them that push. So they get to 13.
Yes, indeed.
Indeedly oodle.
A sad state of affairs for the United Lands, but we'll see what else they are capable of on Cobblestone. Do you guys know who chose what map?
I bet James does, but he won't tell us.
What was the question?
Whose map is this? I feel like it'll be Rogues, honestly. I don't know why, but...
I do believe that it is United's.
Ah, it's a United map. Okay. Rogues, Nuke. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, y'all. Okay, Rogue, what you got? So you got the same weapons carrying over into this round, of course, as you would. It's not too much to worry about. Want to make that money with the MAC-10 with the MP7, and this is what I like. I mean, this is one of the reasons why defaults are so strong on this map, because it's really hard to know are there 3 towards B or 3 towards A. It can be really difficult to understand what that actually looks like, and they both have different implications for pressure. You see here with 3 players towards B, you get the opportunity to use more utility towards the B bomb site, and that creates a higher threat level and pulls more players over towards the B bomb site. And you can see Rogue taking advantage here of the gamble stack from United. The United like, okay, look guys, loads of pressure towards B. They're probably going to come in here, nice and simple. At the same time, Rogue were pushing 2 players on the A side of the map. They discover it's clear that the rotation was caused by the B pressure, and boom, the round is won. Without killing it, well, with only killing 1 person.
Yeah, just as you say, it's... I think that's how they worked it out as well, like in their head. They go pacifist mode.
Well, we will have no sniper rifle. That's nice. Keep the spirits up, Dazzle. Bloody hell. We just sit and watch. We bear witness.
Will Vice find the smiley?
I forget where Rogue are at the table, but somewhere near the bottom, so this may be a godsend for them if they were... I don't really recall if they were at threat of being in a relegation zone, but they could not ask for a...
I think so. Actually, yeah. Would they have 6 wins? Yeah, I don't know, actually. I think there are a few teams in danger.
Oh,
right
well, they're clear from relegation.
Oh, okay.
I guess due to the forfeit Mageddon of complexity. 14-4, Dapper on the P90, probably not a bad choice, all things considered. I wonder if they're playing from Leicester. If so, their internet must suck.
I played the Quake regional qualifier from there. It's actually a really nice setup.
I liked it. It's more talking about the city of Leicester as opposed to specifically those studios, but never mind. Here comes Cadian left. There is hope maybe for E United. The trade is there at the MP7.
B3.
More money where that came from for this T side. Ooh, splinters.
Death by splinters.
Bags of cash for Rogue. Did you know that bag is slang for 1,000? Cockney rhyming slang. A bag of sand is £1,000.
Oh. I didn't know
So
that.
10,000 will be 10 bags.
Of sand. 10 sandbags.
10 bags, launders.
That's what we call a rack.
A rack.
Yeah.
You put money on racks in Canada?
I don't know why it's called a rack.
Whoa.
That was a chicken.
So what about these racks?
That's a rack.
These racks are bags.
$1,000 in
A
America.
rack.
Yeah, like racks on racks on racks.
Yeah, but
Thousands of dollars.
why? You can't even explain it.
It's because rappers, James. We say bags too, actually. Blow bag.
What's the blow bag?
Blow a bag, like blow a bag on things. Blow a bag of money on things. Let's blow $1,000. How much you blow on that watch? 7 bags. How much you blow on that jet ski? 100 bags.
And rappers are weird. Should get a real job.
Whoa. They all get face tats so that they have to become big rappers and never get a regular job.
That's true. That's true. You gotta burn that off with acid or something. It's really hard to
Confidence.
remove. You've committed. You're in there. So, Rogue going for that push onto the A bomb site, and it's looking like it could potentially work out here. Ace is in an interesting position. This smoke will dissipate. Bit of pre-fire there. Hiko's position. That's a good molly. They'll try to run through it. Ace actually diving in there as well. Not to his advantage. To his detriment, in fact, as Vice by the cannons will create more of an effort there on the bomb site for Rogue. And it's looking quite good here. Moves to try to save the day in the 1v3. And let's see if he's able to do that. Able to creep in here, undetected so far. This is promising, but still 3 players to find is rough. How close can he get here? If he can creep into the broken wall part below this player and get on. Oh, I think there's opportunity there to actually jump up out of his vision. I think that was the play. That was, but it's hard to know if the player saw you. That's really the thing.
Yeah, I think you always know. There's always that area of vision where you expect that they might turn to, like Heaven in that situation, and you think, oh well, he does, might not be able to get away with this.
Wow, P90s on either side. James, do you have a P90?
IRL.
Do you mean, do I own a P90?
Yeah.
No. I do not own an ambidextrous submachine gun.
If anyone named one, I would expect it to be you.
I most certainly hope so then.
One day, there's still time.
Well, the struggle is real for E United. Relics is having some teleportation fun, so... what in the hell? Wow.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Motive
it's too
tapping.
good. Oh, hello.
Get a kill. Get a kill. Oh!
Well, that's embarrassing, Hiko.
Apparently, he has 4 FPS.
He has 4 FPS.
Apparently, he's got 4 FPS.
What is he playing on?
I think you need some more. A Game Boy Dan.
Reception browsing machine in a hotel. Well, that was something. What do you even say about that one?
So you can download some more RAM.
Not like this.
It reminds me
That
of,
FPS.
we used to, in the old days, like 2003 or something, 2002, we would install Half-Life in like the lunchtime on like all of the PCs at the school.
Yeah.
It's like we sneak into the computer rooms and install like Half-Life and try to make LAN work, and it would never work. Anyway, a hard match to talk about just due to the nature that United are playing in Europe, in the UK at the moment, as they were playing a qualifier over there, didn't have time to fly back, and they're on 130 ping each, which definitely did impact their play to some extent. I think we could tell from the strategy selection and the way that they were running it, and some of the difficulties that they face, and not to mention the time zone. It's very, very late there, so not an ideal scenario for them, unfortunately, but that is the way of things sometimes.
Indeed, it is. So E United kind of fighting for a LAN spot. Doesn't look very likely the way things are going, but you can make it to LAN even if E United don't. Wembley.csgoleague.com is where you can find tickets for the LAN finals in London in June 8th to 10th. 9th and 10th are available to the public. Some dodgy music there. And anyway, We're going to a break, and then it will be the final map of the evening, Nuke, between Laggy United and Rogue. We'll see you after the break.